The purpose of this hearing is to analyze the ongoing crisis in Venezuela and the United States' response to Nicolas Maduro's attempt to steal Venezuelans' election on the 28th of July. I need to say that this is one of the most important hearings that I will do, or that I have done in my time in Congress, and the only one, unfortunately, that the United States Congress, including the Senate, will be conducting on the stolen elections in Venezuela. So, in that country, in Venezuela, there is a cruel contradiction that has unfolded. Maduro has intensified its brutality through jail and death. In the meantime, unfortunately, American and European oil companies led by Chevron, Repsol, Eni, and Morel have now increased their pumping and their profits, directly fueling the tyrannical machinery of oppression. Look at this poster right here. As oppression goes up, so does the desire of companies to do business with Maduro. Shame on them. And here is the proof. Let's see. Let's go over here. Look. Let's start with Chevron. Chevron, 435 million, month of August. Repsol, 100 million. And Morel, France, $96 million in profits. I represent the city of Miami. We are pro-capitalism. We are pro-free market economy. I am very much pro-energy sector, making a lot of money. But there are lines you do not cross when profiting from other people's miseries. Since the day of the election, 2,500 Venezuelans have been thrown in jail and a bunch more have been killed. Anyone who opposes Maduro faces a so-called re-education plan at prisons, which in reality are concentration camps by the names of Tocorón and Tocuyito. In other words, as Venezuelan jails are crammed to unprecedented levels, and all these are facts, so are the Maduro coffers, courtesy of American and European companies. Once again, shame on you. Chevron, Repsol, Eni, and Morel, blood is on your hands, and it will be on yours, the Biden administration, and on us, the United States Congress, if we do not act today. We are the United States, regardless of the party. We are the beacon of hope. We are the land of liberty. We're the moral leaders of the world. We're the beacon of democracy. So let's behave accordingly. The Dems and the Republicans. Venezuelan oil exports are at the highest level in 4 years, close to 1 million barrels a day. Right here it is. Look, almost 900,000. Look at the graph. Last month, Maduro made $666 million. What a figure, huh? What does that remind you of? Exactly who he is, the devil. 666. So what is it that we have to do right now, the Dems and the Republicans together, specifically the Biden administration, who has all the power in your hands? First of all, I believe that we have to put a pause on every oil license for Venezuela granted by the Treasury Department, a department that the State Department guides what to do. We know very well that we are in an election cycle and that the White House needs cheap gas at the pump because it's all politics. But you know, we can buy it from our friends, Guyana or Ecuador or Colombia, or we can pump it here at home. That's number one. Number two, there's a guy by the name of Edmundo Gonzalez who won the presidential election fair and square. He won 70% of the vote, according to all data. So why don't we recognize him as the legitimate president of Venezuela right now? As you, the Biden administration, accorded in Barbados, Maduro, you hold elections, and we are going to lift the sanctions. We lifted the sanctions, but he did not hold free and fair elections. Number 3, let's confiscate Maduro's buddies' properties. No more Disney World or Broadway, while Maria Corina Machado's supporters are being beaten on the streets and raped in jail. Spain, Argentina, and Panama should be doing the same thing. These assets are fruits of a poisonous tree with roots steeped in suffering. And finally, you know that Nicolás Maduro and Diosdado Cabello are wanted criminals by the FBI. We know it. It's on the website of the State Department website. So the Department of Justice should put a price tag of $25 million on their heads, which is the maximum amount that it's allowed by law. I am sure, distinguished gentlemen, that someone in the Venezuelan armed forces will be highly motivated to put their heads on a silver platter for that amount of money, period. That is what they deserve. If we, the Biden administration and the Republicans, do not fix this mess, we're going to have another 4 million Venezuelans knocking on our southern border tomorrow. They do not want to leave their home. So why don't we help them to stay? By bringing back democracy. Now I'm going to say a few words in Spanish for the Venezuelans who are watching me in Venezuela. Ustedes no están solos. Millones de ustedes en la oposición han hecho una labor titánica al frente de una mujer que es altamente especial y que pasará a la historia venezolana. La dictadura de Maduro se sostiene por el miedo, por lo cual significa que no va a poder sostenerse para siempre. No tiene el apoyo de la gente, ahí lo demostró las elecciones. Caerá y caerá pronto. Sigan de pie, no desfallezcan. Nosotros estamos con ustedes. Now, the chair now recognizes the ranking member, the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Castro, for a statement he may have.